Welcome to another episode of Savage Crash. Here with me, Suppoman. In this episode, we are going to be exploring, is this the end of cryptocurrency as we know it? Has the world come to an end of cryptocurrency? Yesterday, when I brought you the first video, Savage Crash, the market cap of the entire market was 151 billion. Okay, and at that point, a load of cryptocurrencies had sunk. Progressively over the course of 24 hours, there has just been widespread panic and people have been basically cashing out. Okay, they've been cashing out, they've been taking their money out away from everything, basically. Okay, look, it's at 143 billion right now and it appears to be losing about half a billion every few minutes. The last time I had a look, this was at 144 billion, and it's literally just gone down to 143 billion. Let's have a look now and have a look and see if anything has changed in literally the last minute. Look! My goodness, a whole billion and a whole 1.3 billion has gone out. So this is just an indication that the world, or at least people in the cryptocurrency game, are thinking cryptocurrency is coming to an end. Or certainly that for the time being, cryptocurrency is dead and this is the wrong place to have your money invested. Okay, now let's have a look at the news stories. So we have got this news story from time.com, okay, a very, very credible source of news, okay, and basically they are saying virtually every cryptocurrency in the world is tanking right now. So they are essentially helping cause the widespread panic. Now, you, as well as I, will know about, like, the Illuminati. Okay, now there's a conspiracy theory that essentially whatever the world or the governments want to happen, they can make happen by creating panic around whatever subject. Okay, so it happened recently with British politics. It happened with Brexit. It happened with Donald Trump. Fear is used to make people go and lead them into irrational decisions because the brain, essentially what the brain does is the brain makes you operate in a way that it protects yourself. Okay, so let's say, for instance, you wake up at 3 in the morning and you hear noises in the apartment. Okay, the irrational side of your brain thinks. You think, right, there's a burglar in here, you get yourself a golf bat, you get yourself a baseball bat, you get yourself a knife or something, you go downstairs, and if you see somebody, who knows what could happen in the heat of the moment, because your brain isn't thinking, because at that point, your brain is designed to protect you. Alright, and your brain will protect you, essentially. Yes, later. For goodness sake, I hate it when this crap comes up. So that's what happens. And so the same thing happens with news, okay, with news outlets, with the press. They can essentially do the same thing. They want to help you protect yourself, so they put these signals into your brain that makes you think, right, I'm out. Okay, you don't think of the rationality behind it. You don't think to yourself that this is a great dip point, this is a great sale period, a great time to buy cryptocurrencies, because cryptocurrencies, if we're having a look at the market, right now there's so much red that it presents a great buying opportunity. It presents a great opportunity to make some long-term investments, because a lot of the great long-term coins are in a very investable place right now. A lot of them are in great investable places. I mean, let's just have a look at 10x, for instance. Now, 10x is a cryptocurrency that, has just been going up and down, it's been yo-yoing right now. It's been yo-yoing tremendously. 1 minute it's over $3, the next it's under $3, the next is way under $3. And this is a quality team, a quality cryptocurrency. Okay, but you are seeing essentially that a lot of the long-term coins are being affected by news talking about ICOs being banned and being illegal in China. Okay, not cryptocurrency trading and investing in general being banned or illegal, but ICOs. But it's caused such widespread panic, and a lot of this is exacerbated because of the news and because of what they're saying, and because they are causing widespread panic too, and because especially with newbies coming into the market, it's easy right now to look at your portfolio and think, oh my God, I have been tremendously burnt, okay? And you look at, the closing line. Turns out it might be time to revert back to the old refrain, buy gold, okay? So it's basically saying, stay away from cryptocurrency, okay? Another one. This news article says ICO crackdown may just be the start, okay? So again, causing fear. China is reportedly planning tighter cryptocurrency rules. China is poised to further tighten rules on virtual currencies, according to report. Okay, so again, this is causing panic. This is making people feel, right, cryptocurrency right now, I'm not investing in. Okay, and that is being very, very closely. Look at Economy. Economy, I thought would never go under $2. Okay, however, what's happened is that, this widespread panic has affected even the best of coins and best of platforms, and ones that have had, recent, platform launches. Okay, so, this is just an indication of what can happen when the widespread panic kicks in. Okay, what happens is that people just leave the game. And look at the price of Bitcoin. It's been wavering in the low $4,000 area. Ethereum has been wavering again in the late $300 area. And there are occasions when it goes over and Bitcoin goes to about 4,300 and then instantly goes right down. And you are seeing that most, if not most cryptocurrencies, not all cryptocurrencies, but in the last 24 hours are mostly in the red. And 24 hours ago, it was looking bad. Okay, NEO, ironically, is rising, okay, has risen since, 24 hours ago. And of course, NEO is one of the biggest affected cryptocurrencies because NEO is China's Ethereum. Okay, so this is basically China's main cryptocurrency. This is the one they are proud to put their name against and everything. And this is the one that can be used by the Chinese to get involved in ICOs. Yet, oddly enough, this is the one amongst a sea of red that's green. It's very ironic. But when you think about it, okay, let's think about what's going on here. So, governments don't like Bitcoin. Governments don't like digital currency. Governments use, although it may just be a conspiracy theory, use news outlets to spread fear to make them achieve what the government want. Okay, so the government want to have more control and centralization of finances. Okay, not decentralization. So this perfectly fits in. If you believe in conspiracy theories, and right now is probably good evidence that they do exist. If you believe in conspiracy theories, essentially what's happening right now is what the government want. People to come back, go and make sure that they put their money in things that are more controlled, rather than putting in something they have absolutely, well, they do have a certain amount of control over. If they wanted to, at the end of the day, they could stop. They've bailed out the banks, so they could tell banks, don't let people invest in a wallet, put their money into a wallet and buy Bitcoin. They could say that. So, but they don't have a large amount of control, okay, over cryptocurrency. So if you think about it, all this red is exactly what they want to see. Another side of the equation is that big investors are happy with what's happening right now. And a lot of the big investors are also within the establishment. Okay, the whales, big whales. Some are within the establishment, some are self-made whales because of cryptocurrency. But a lot of them will be delighted, and I certainly am one of the ones that are delighted. This sounds counterintuitive, I know. Because in my cryptocurrency mastermind group, there are a load of people right now, not many, and this certainly isn't indicative of the whole population of the mastermind group, but a few that have recently entered cryptocurrency. And of course, you can basically become a member of my mastermind group by being a student of mine in one of these two courses, okay? And one of them, the main one, being this one, the Cryptocurrency Investment Course 2017. This is the Bible for cryptocurrency trading and investing. If you want to be good at it, this is the place to go. And all you need to do is pay $10, not the $195 that it's being offered for on Udemy, if you click the link in the description. But in my mastermind group, people who have taken this course as newbies wanting to learn cryptocurrency, what has happened is they're saying, a few of them are saying, that they are losing a lot of their portfolio value. Some of them have lost a huge amount in their portfolio. Okay, and so there's panic, and of course that panic breeds more panic and breeds more panic, and it makes the cost of things go down. Now, I'm a veteran cryptocurrency investor, so as far as I'm concerned, I know this is a storm that would be weathered. I know that eventually everything's going to go back up, and people are going to think, oh wow, do you remember when the price of Neo went way under $20? Can you remember when IOTA, which everybody has been basically going on about, was under 50 cents? When 10x was under $2.50, when Economy was way under $2, there are so many cryptocurrencies right now, even right now, that are very investable. So, what at the moment, everything's working in the favour of governments and whales, because whales have now got an opportunity to put big sums of money into cryptocurrencies whilst this storm is going on. And essentially, my advice would be to follow their lead. Essentially, now there have been people in my comments, my comments of this video yesterday, Savage Crash, where, as you can see here, $151 billion is the market cap at this point, which was around about 24 hours ago when I did this video. People have been saying in my comments, they've been saying it's not over yet. Now's not the time to buy. You've got to wait for the prices to fall further. Now, with long-term investing, if you're a trader, this doesn't suit you right now. I mean, there are some sizable amounts to be gained in the short term with some of these cryptocurrencies, don't get me wrong. But with long-term, what matters is getting into a cryptocurrency, getting into a position with a cryptocurrency when the price has gone significantly down. Because what's happened is that, prices temporarily, due to this panic, have gone right down, where a few days ago, cryptocurrency has never looked so amazing. We had 175 billion market cap, 175 billion, basically 30 billion more than what it is right now. Everything was going great, and everything was going up. OMG was going up, 10x was going up. All the really hot cryptocurrencies right now were just going up and up and up and up, and everything, you couldn't bloody stop them. It was like June. Everything was going up and everything was looking rosy. It was an amazing bull market. And then bish bash wallop, China come in and they basically make investing in ICOs illegal, and it causes widespread panic, and the established coins, which aren't even affected by this ruling, are losing tremendous amounts of value. So this is a really good time to get into a position with a cryptocurrency. I mean, even if it prices fall further, the fact of the matter is that, a few days ago wasn't the best, and I did what are the best cryptocurrencies to buy, 10 good cryptocurrencies to buy that are experiencing a dip right now. This is absolute, what's happening now is magic in that situation, in that scenario, because they've slumped tremendously down even since that point. Stratis is in the mid $5. We've got, PivX is nearly $3. And there was another one I spoke about the other day, Waves. Waves at that time was at $5. Waves now is at $4.50. So, this is an even better time to be in crypto. This is an even better time to invest in Waves. Much better than it was the other day. Where if we have a look at the other day when I brought out my latest video, which was about September the 1st, it was up here and now it's gone down here. So it's a great opportunity to take a position on cryptocurrencies that are highly investable and ones that are going to lead to the long-term prosperity, not short-term prosperity. But like I said, there is an opportunity to still make short-term gains. But is cryptocurrency dead? No. Okay, so it says here, China planning tighter controls on cryptocurrency. So why? Why is this happening, and is it a good thing? So essentially, ICOs have become somewhat of a joke recently. Okay, now I've brought out some ICO videos. There are some great ICOs that actually have a vision attached to it that, you know, funding them is the sole purpose of making that vision happening. In some instances, there are some ICOs, I won't name names, but there are some ICOs that just need to raise money. The vision was happening anyway, and they just need to raise money. And in a lot of cases, there have been some scam ICOs, again, I won't name names, but there have been some scam ICOs that have a really good page and all this, that, and the other, and then they say at the bottom, you know, we plan to go on this exchange and that exchange, and then the ICO period ends, and their website is nowhere to be found. And then all of a sudden you see an announcement, oh yeah, we plan to bring out at some point, blah, blah, blah. But with all these ICOs coming out, you then forget what these people have said, and then they've got your money, and then they've walked away with it. And so what China are looking to do is they are looking to stop these, well, I said it yesterday in the podcast yesterday, which is essentially that the Chinese are looking to get rid of what they perceive as pyramid schemes. Okay, so they have likened ICOs to pyramid schemes. Now there are lots of schemes, MLM schemes happening right now. There's lots of Bitcoin mining companies and all this stuff. And you know, you can watch a YouTuber now. There's quite a few YouTubers. Again, I won't name names. Not the good ones, but some of the really crap YouTubers, they, you know, you look in their description and they're like, oh, here's a code for this, here's a code for that, BitConnect and Genesis mining and all this kind of stuff, right? And, you know that they are getting money for referring people to these schemes, okay? And a lot of these, they're not scams necessarily, but they're not things you approve of. They're not schemes where your money is safe. And the same can be said for ICOs. So there's a perception by China that they're pyramid schemes or that they're these scams, okay? So what this crackdown is looking to do is it's looking essentially to stop these scams, to stop people being scammed. So, you know, you can see on one side there's almost manipulation happening, market manipulation. Whales are fudding right now. They're using this as a great opportunity to FUD right now and to put people off cryptocurrency and to essentially bring the value of the cryptocurrency they want to invest in right down. This is a great time to do that. And governments are trying to bring more control. Okay, they want to be more in control, which investing in cryptocurrencies prevents them from happening. And then on the other side, you've got China actually with some legitimate reasoning here, because what they don't want is for people to just take your money. All right, so they are controlling ICOs and investment in ICOs to stop these scams happening, because there's so many ICOs happening right now, and some of them are actual legitimate projects, and some of them are downright scams. You know, there are some really good ICOs, some really good projects, and in fact, in this cryptocurrency long-term investment opportunity 2017, this is one of those cryptocurrencies where you're essentially funding a great idea that can only operate with the funding. Okay, so they essentially open out this ICO, and if you invested in them, you're giving them the ability to create this amazing solution to a problem that exists in cryptocurrency. And by funding this, you are essentially bettering cryptocurrency. Hence why I think this is the best opportunity of the coming years, and certainly the standout ICO in coming months, even with Civic, EOS, Status, Polybius, some great ICOs that have come up, Monetha, some great ICOs that have come up. This is one that stands out above all of them, and in fact stands out even within this bunch. Hence why I am not. People say, "Yo, Suppoman, why are you charging for it?" The reason I'm charging for it is because what I don't want, this course, if you go into it, is essentially a course full up of why this is a game changer, full up of why this is like one of those opportunities that comes around once a few decades. Okay, this is a great opportunity because what this actually is going to do is solve a huge pain, and I want people to get into this cryptocurrency for the right reasons, not just to pump and dump it. What happened with Chaincoin? Chaincoin is a very famous case of a short-term cryptocurrency, and the whole campaign behind it was short-term. Now, oddly enough, somehow it has managed to retain 21 cents of its value, where literally at the just before it exploded was about 3 to 6 cents. Okay, so the fact is this has held, even though it was at $6, it's still held a bit of its value, and there are still people who really like Chaincoin, but this was short term. And the whole strategy behind it was short term. And if I just go on YouTube and say, get behind this cryptocurrency, all that's going to happen is it's just going to have a very short term lifespan. People are going to pump and then dump the hell out of it, and then all of a sudden, bang, it's gone. Okay, but this is an example of a legitimate cryptocurrency that the ICO process helped fund, so they can actually develop what's going to be one of the greatest products that exist in cryptocurrency. Okay, so it's legitimate for the Chinese to stop scam coins, and a small team. So all that needs to happen, to create an actual cryptocurrency is not very difficult. I mean, I'm not a programmer, but I know that to actually create a cryptocurrency is not difficult. All right, if you just create it based on the Ethereum blockchain, it's very easy actually to create a cryptocurrency. And so what happens is that it enables people to just get a small team together, a developer and a marketing or sales person, and maybe somebody with a name, all into a team, and then they can just start getting millions and millions of your money. All right? And that it may not have any longevity within the team, within the idea, but they just get your money because at the moment, everybody just wants to make money off an ICO because they're thinking, oh, it's an ICO. It must be a great idea because it's an ICO and people are talking about it and it's getting advertised. If you go on CoinMarketCap, you've got this ICO right here, starts in September. You've got ICOs everywhere. ICOs are appearing in every single direction you look right now. And people are thinking, oh, that sounds like a great idea. It says blockchain, it says smart contracts, it says decentralization, it says platform, it says peer-to-peer, it says this, it says that. Basically what every single ICO says. And they think, oh, sounds great. Let's just invest in it, right? And, the funny thing is that I've seen so many of these adverts when looking on CoinMarketCap and then never hear that name again, okay? Because it's gone. You don't even hear when it hits the exchange. So it's completely legitimate to stop these sham ICOs from taking everybody's money. So I get this. So therefore, the ultimate question is cryptocurrency coming to an end? No. Is cryptocurrency going to thrive as a result of this? Yes. Why? Because it allows the established coins, the coins that have been around for a while, that people have been ignoring, essentially speaking, what I've been speaking to you about over the course of the last few weeks, which is that essentially everything else has been more exciting than the established coins. Everybody is looking for the startups, the latest, newest idea to invest in because they want to get into a cryptocurrency in its early stages and ride a wave for the long term. But unfortunately, with a lot of cryptocurrencies, and I've invested in these cryptocurrencies too, I'm not, you can do all the research in the world, but sometimes, what actually is the intention of the person, the founder, creating the ICO is different to what they're telling you on their website or what they're telling you on their marketing materials. They may just be wanting your money and then they'll go away with it and you're left with a very bitter taste in your mouth. So I can completely understand why there is control and why, the Chinese market are taking some control. They're basically trying to stop people from getting scammed. And what's happening is it allows the focus more on these existing cryptocurrencies, which have been around a while, which are established, which will lead to long-term prosperity, where the teams have actually been working day and night ever since it's been on the exchange to make their value proposition better. So cryptocurrency, I actually see as going a step up now as a result, because it stops all the dross. It stops all the money being concentrating on new ideas and not being invested in existing ideas, which may or may not be good. There are some cryptocurrencies, even on here, which maybe I don't believe in, other people believe in. But there are some cryptocurrencies, even that have been established, that are probably going to go nowhere. And those people will see through. But others have got really good long-term potential. A lot of the ones in the kind of top 20, the top 100, have great long-term potential. And this change with ICOs and with what China are doing is a step to ridding everybody's attention going onto the new and exciting thing which could burn you, and not onto the established, legitimate cryptocurrencies that have a track record and can actually make you money long term. So is this the end of cryptocurrency? No. Is this the start of cryptocurrency? Yes. So what you see here today, don't let these articles panic you. Don't let all the people spreading FUD in the ether, as it were. What a funny term, actually. But don't let people spreading FUD in the cryptocurrency communities manipulate you into cashing out. I mean, in some instances, like for me, for people in my mastermind group, for the whales, this is great news. If you take your money out, it brings the price down. We can invest and take a better position on a cryptocurrency. But what I'm saying for your benefit is don't listen to what's happening here, because these people have an agenda, okay? Or probably have an agenda. They are looking to get attention and using cryptocurrency as a way. Nobody talks about cryptocurrency otherwise. Time, Forbes, CNBC, they're all now jumping on cryptocurrency. Yesterday, I noticed two friends of mine, well, friends on Facebook, right? Two friends of mine that have never brought out anything to do with cryptocurrency. They wrote Steam articles, right? They have never done a video like me. They've never done a video on cryptocurrency investing and trading. They've not touched the stuff. Yet they brought out videos or Steam articles on cryptocurrency and what's happening with China. Okay, they are looking to get attention because this is grabbing everybody's attention right now, and everybody is looking, right, what's happening with China? What's happening with China? Everybody's looking for articles, and they're just essentially looking to get attention, right? Where otherwise they don't even know about cryptocurrency. These two people I'm talking about, they're invested in one cryptocurrency, and they're only invested on somebody else's advice. They don't know diddly squat about cryptocurrency, but they're looking to get attention and they're looking to get eyes on their articles or on their videos. And that is essentially what's happening with these news outlets. They don't talk about Bitcoin other than to say, they try and get everybody fearing it. And now all of a sudden, they're jumping on the bandwagon and trying to get attention and making really, really controversial statements like this. So it makes you disagree and share it so that they get more people viewing it. So essentially, ignore this crap. They're spreading fear for the purposes of getting attention. Fudders are spreading fear for the purposes of making the cryptocurrencies lose value. I could do that right now. I could have come on this podcast, and I could have said, guys, take your money out, cash out now. This is a dead area. It's dead. Leave it to, just leave this area and go back to safety and security and lack of volatility. That's what I could have come here and said, and made the prices go down even further and exacerbate this panic. Or I could actually be the voice of reason and actually tell you what's really going on. Okay? And this is what's really going on. And this isn't a time to I say this isn't a time to panic. Obviously, if you look at your portfolio, I look at my portfolio and I see that everything's gone dramatically down. If you've been investing in the right cryptocurrencies, like I have with Neo and all sorts, if you've been investing in the right cryptocurrencies, you will notice a dip. People that are saying, get in with Komodo, get in with, there's a lot of cryptocurrencies that are in the green, that are ones that people are saying right now, funny, it hasn't moved at all. Navcoin's another one. Funny, it hasn't moved at all, because this obviously shows this is a great cryptocurrency. Not really. In fact, to be honest, if anybody says to me, Suppoman, are you interested in Komodo? No, I'm not. Because, you know, if it's rising right now, I've told you in my FOMO video, I don't get involved in cryptocurrencies that are rising. I get involved in cryptocurrencies that are falling, and then I leave my money vested. I don't invest in a cryptocurrency that's blowing up, because I know that eventually what will happen is there will become a dip, and I can take a position at that point. But I'm not going to take a position before then. Let's just have a look and see how OMG is doing. OMG has gone up over $9, and it has been languishing in and around the early to mid, in fact, in some cases, under $8 mark. So, you know, where OMG was like $11 the other day, and people were saying, Superman, you should get involved in OMG. And I was saying, no, this was a time, $7, a time to get involved in OMG. Okay, so this is essentially the state of play, all right? Use this opportunity to go shopping. Use this opportunity to take a position for long-term cryptocurrency. A lot of what's happened right now, you know, a lot of what is happening right now is that the coin prices are fluctuating. Okay, they are fluctuating, and in a very small differential. Okay, so, you know, like I said, Bitcoin is in the early 4,000s, around the 4,100, 200 mark. Ethereum's at the late 300 mark. A lot of them aren't moving from a certain position. They're not, I dare say, going to go down a lot more. And even if they do, it's not going to be down significantly enough that if you invest now, it won't be a good time. Because right now is a great time. So you've got to use this as an opportunity to go shopping. Now, a lot of people are saying, you know, Suppoman, should I have sold this? Should I have sold that? Is it a time to sell stuff? No. Because what's happening unless you actually sell, it's just a perception, right? So right now, okay, I've lost 79% of my portfolio value. At the moment, it's just a perception because you've not sold. Until you actually press the sell order and it's activated, that is when you've actually sold at a loss. But at the moment, it's just a perception. Okay, and you know, you may have heard the famous quote from Gordon Gekko: "Money is a zero-sum game. It's not lost, it's just transferred from one perception to another. One person feels they're losing money and sell it, so that's a perception they're selling. One person feels they're going to gain money tremendously in the future by buying it. So the money isn't won or lost, it's simply transferred from one perception to another. And that has never been more true than right now in this situation. So essentially, don't sell. Okay, now people are saying, Superman, that's ridiculous advice, that's newbie advice. Saying people shouldn't sell is stupid. No, selling at a loss is stupid. Selling at a loss is stupid because what happens is when the price goes up, you were never worse off anyway. Okay, at the moment, the perception is that you've lost money. But really, you haven't until you've sold it. And if you've taken a great position on a hot cryptocurrency for the long term, it doesn't bloody matter. Okay, it really doesn't matter because eventually it will go up and you'll be fine. Okay, it's happened with virtually every cryptocurrency I've spoken about. Steam, it's gone down to $1.05. I don't care. I invested in it at a good price, and even if it goes down, I know it's going to go up again to way over $3, $5 in the future. I don't have to worry, and I don't worry. And even when I look and perceive my portfolio value as being in a loss, I know, really, that it's just a perception. If I look at it another way, there's two ways you can look at it. I can look at it as a loss, or I can look at it as, right, now's the time to accumulate more, and actually, I've made money. Okay, so it's either a loss or it's I've made money. And I look at things as I've made money. When I see my portfolio has gone down, even if it goes down 60%, I still look at it as I've made money. Because not only did I get involved in these cryptocurrencies at really good dips beforehand, but I know that in the future it's going to go right up. So I am not worried. I never have regrets in cryptocurrency. I've never had regrets, and that's how I operate. I trade and invest with no regrets. And that is essentially how you need to look at this. So I'm going to go now, before I make this too long, because this will just turn into a huge diatribe, but cryptocurrency isn't dead. Great time to take a position on long-term coins. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Savage Crash, and I will see you in the next episode.